Microphone's going to get there. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Watching another episode of Star Wars Visions. We're doing it. We love Star Wars. I'm new to anime. Adam loves anime. He's been around the block with the animes. Right, Adam? Is that how we say it? Is that what we do? We're having a good time with this. We enjoyed the first episode a lot. The second episode, it happened. We watched it.
Yeah, wasn't really inspiring towards us. It was a silly story in the Star Wars universe, but didn't really connect with us. It's
Yeah,
the nicest way I think we can put that one.
right.
Um,
Like Scott
yeah,
Pilgrim,
so,
Scott Parsec.
yeah, and it's neat, doing these because of the fact that there's no recap we need to talk about, like what happened in the last episode. Because each
Right.
episode is its own contained story. This one is called. This is the third episode. This one's called The Twins. Directed by Hiroyuki Imaishi. Written by Hiromi Wakabayashi. And animated by Studio Trigger. Now, Studio Trigger, for the anime fans, will probably recognize Kill La Kill. That is a very popular anime among anime fans. And Studio Trigger is the studio that did that one. So I suspect some of the styling might be the same between this episode and Kill La Kill. It'll be interesting to see. This one is, the neat thing is these are short. These are very short, contained stories. It's nice. It's neat, kind of getting each of these different studio and directors and writers' takes on what they kind of envisioned for this. Second Vision didn't really stick with us, but the first one resonated. Let's see if the third one does. Do you have any expectations going into this? I know none of the stuff I talked about really resonates because you have no idea what Kill La Kill is. So,
No, I don't. So it's kind of nice to not have any really expectations in that regard. But yeah, no, I appreciate that they're short. They are short. Listen, that's why we're wearing the same clothes. If you watched any of the other videos, if you haven't, go check them out. But if you have, we're wearing the same clothes. Coach was burning through these. So let's go.
all right, let's do the next one.
You think the do you think the twins is any sort of indirect or direct nod to Luke and Leia? I mean,
I don't think so. Could be wrong, but don't think so.
what is
Well, that
happening
that
here?
that's that that that's interesting.
All right.
I guess it's some sort of giant cannon on a couple of star destroyers.
That needs to be shared to achieve full power, I suppose. Stylistically, is this reminiscent of Kill a la Kill or whatever it is?
Kill a kill. A little bit, yeah.
So we got Vader, right?
I don't think that's Vader, but I think it's definitely Vader inspired.
I was gonna say it's hard to tell if it's they're just changing the look and feel. I mean, hmm.
There was no heavy breathing that was going on, so and didn't seem as tall and menacing.
Sure. But do you think a rock concert really took place in Tatooine in front of Jabba the Hutt, Adam?
Well, his band in the special editions was pretty, rocking out. So
Hmm. So is that a bit of like symbolism parallel type thing where we've got two Star Destroyers twins and they're
right.
joined together? Yeah, there you go.
So apparently he has had a change of hearts.
It kind of sounds like Mark Hamill. You know, I was asking about him being Darth Vader earlier, but stylistically, it kind of reminds me of the original sketches that Ralph McQuarrie had of Vader, like the kind of smoother angles and the swooping elements of the helmet compared to what it ended up being in on screen.
Right.
Hmm. Oh, okay. What a reveal. I mean, I don't who is this guy?
I I'm seeing a running theme here about I have a bad feeling about this.
Right, right. I mean, we've all been conditioned over the last what now?
40 years?
Yeah, 40 years. We've all been
45?
conditioned for the last
45
40
years.
years, 40 plus
45?
years
Yeah.
to get very used to that phrase. So what I find interesting is stylistically, like when he takes off his helmet, he takes off his uniform. Compared to her, it looks like two entirely different shows. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it looks like two entirely different animation. Like it just
Right.
like I feel like I'm watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit in a sense. One looks very detailed, and then this is your kind of a little more cartoonish. Okay, all right. What the?
How come you can see it and not I?
She seems angry. You know what anger
Right.
leads to.
Don't you worry. Just watch
Her crystal looks bigger than his.
me. And I'll do it with the power of the dark side flowing through my body.
I mean, this feels like a boss battle, so
Right?
interesting. It's like a Star Wars Doc Ock in a way.
Right.
That's what you get for just talking out loud for so long. God, anime.
Right.
That's what they do. I'm glad it came back to bite him though. He needed to learn a
Yep.
lesson. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, that's one way to take down a Star Destroyer.
Yep.
Crystal is destroyed. And
Oh, okay. We had to get a little cleavage going, apparently.
Right. So the droid needs some sort of
But by the way,
helmet.
visually,
the-
that's very reminiscent of Last Jedi. The glowing white light and just cutting
Right.
right through. Anyway, what were you going to say?
I just found it interesting that that droid at the end seemed to need a helmet on, but the girl didn't. In space.
True. Yeah, why would a droid need a helmet? What? Adam, usually you're guilty of nitpicking a lot, and this time it really paid off because I can't stop thinking about that now. Why did the droid need a helmet?
Yet the girl didn't. In space.
Even if the girl did, like, why would a droid need a helmet? Like, does it need to breathe? I don't understand.
I enjoyed that one more than the second one,
Yep,
but the first one is still my favorite so far of the three we've watched.
agreed. It's and I hate saying first, and we should probably have these titles ready. We're really bad at this.
The duel, which the first one was called the duel.
is number one
Right. So
Still.
far.
so far.
Yeah. And I like the twins more than Tatooine Rhapsody.
Sure.
There are obviously some elements. They were obviously having fun with playing with some of the lore and elements, whether it be phrases like "I want to take it to a galaxy far, far away," or
Got a bad
I've
feeling
got a
about
bad
this.
feeling about this. The outfits are very Vader-ish. They're
Yeah.
twins, which obviously is playing on the Luke and Leia. He ends up, it looks like, on Tatooine.
Right.
Her droid kind of looks like a dark C-3PO, where his is kind of a little R2-D2 type character. So the elements are definitely there to play on. The source material, definitely. It was more of we're borrowing a little bit here and there, but having a little bit of way outlandish fun with it, right? Them two being able
Yeah.
to speak and breathe in space without helmets being one of them. There was lots of that was very outlandish, which sometimes in anime, some animes do get very outlandish, and they can be fun that way. And it's one of the great things about animation is you can suspend disbelief. I don't know that I like the animation in this one as much as I like the animation in the first one,
Right.
but I did like this one better than the second.
By far. Look, it was I think it's not going to be hard to. What am I trying to say? Let's back this up a second. I think with the 6 episodes we have left up to this point, right, in this anthology, I think the duel, the first episode, there's room to top that. And I think this third episode was entertaining. I agree with you. If there's anything to glean from it, it's the playfulness, the nod towards the universe and sort of the dynamics and the themes that come with Star Wars. It was pretty cool in that regard. From a story standpoint, it was just like a moment in time, a little duel, and it felt almost like the beginning of something. It didn't really like have much of a conclusion or any sort of true arc to me that I cared that much about, but it was a fun experience for what it was. I'm not going to criticize it too heavily in that regard, but I agree with you. Animation was fine. There were some cool moments. Don't get me wrong. Battles are always cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think the duel, that's where it's at right now. We'll see. I'm sure there are going to be a number of people watching this that have seen the episodes ahead of us, and they'll know what's coming. Please don't spoil, but they'll know what's coming.
Yeah, so far our ranking appears to be the duel, the twins,
Right.
and then Tatooine Rhapsody.
Right.
So that seems to be our order thus far. We'll have to see how the rest of them shake out, but so far, I don't know. I'm getting a kick out of them so far. It's different. I don't have to care about any of the old lore or anything like that as much because they're just having fun with it, and I'm kind of having fun with it as well.
Yeah, we need you to take it easy over there. I need you to get in that headspace. It's enough going on with you when we watch Mandalorian and who knows what else. Where
The other thing that, as you say, might be nitpicking. Why did no one ask him his name?
Luke?
Mando said, "Are you a Jedi?" And Luke says, "Yes." You're giving the child that you care so much about. I would have asked for a name.
we gotta worry that everything's sticking to canon. It's all out the window with this show, and I'm glad you're fully embracing that because that makes it. Yeah, I can tell you're just you're loosening the collar, you're kicking the feet up. I like it.
Well, it's not. It doesn't in any way seem like it's intended to be canon. They're having fun because again, they were breathing in space. Though the droid apparently couldn't do that. So. But in any case, love to hear your thoughts. Leave your comments down below. And until the next one, this is Adam and Andrew with It Takes Two Takes. He's more stubble this time. Like he just haven't shaved in a couple of days, as opposed to last episode where he was. And I went back and checked, and he was absolutely in the last episode better groomed. As far as a mustache like trimmed and stuff like that than this episode, which was definitely much more of a I've got to.